I am the one and only Eagle Double T. In this video, I'm going to be counting down my top 5 most revolutionary video game consoles of all time. So let's begin. Coming in at number 5, we have the N64. It's hard to believe that Nintendo ever used to be the most powerful consoles, but they were. Especially when it came to the N64 compared to the PlayStation or the Saturn. It doubled its competitors' graphics with a 64-bit processor, which was incredible for the time, just blew everything out of the water. The 4 controller ports set the standards for consoles to follow. But the reason I put this on the list was not because of its great new features and graphics, but because of the introduction of the joystick. They did not invent the joystick. That is a very common misconception. But they were the first to use it in a console. And while it may not be a very good joystick, this really opened up a lot of opportunity for 3D controls and really set the standards for controllers to come. Coming in at number 4, we have the PlayStation 2. Now, the reason the PlayStation 2 made it on the list and not its older brother, the PlayStation 1, was for a few reasons. One was it used DVDs, which could hold over 8 gigabytes of storage, while the original PlayStation used CD-ROM, couldn't hold as much data, just wasn't really as good. The PS2 also had USB ports, which, after the 6th generation, became the console normal. It could be used as a full entertainment system, being able to play all your movies, be fully backwards compatible with the PlayStation 1, memory cards, controllers, games. It could play, like, CDs for music, that sort of thing. So really, having USB ports, way more means of storage, and being able to use it as a full entertainment system really made this console an all-in-one system. Coming in at number 3, we have the Nintendo Wii. Now, a lot of people look back, especially nowadays, and think that the Wii is just another console, or even a piece of garbage. I highly disagree. I think it really was a good console. It had an innovative controller, good game library. But with that aside, let's look at the reasons it made it to this list. The first reason being the GameCube backwards compatibility. The Wii was not only a Wii, but basically a GameCube. It could use the controller ports, the memory card slots, and play games. And that was really nice to see Nintendo going the extra mile in making it fully backwards compatible. The second reason being the controller. It does work fairly well. Definitely the best motion controller that there was. At the time, this was the first real motion controller that we'd ever seen, making it really, really innovative. And, even though motion controls have worn off now, no one really uses them anymore, this was a huge innovation, a really brand new concept that was great. And give me Wii Motion Plus on a Wii Remote, and I can play the Wii all day. While I don't play it as much as like my 360 nowadays, when I look back, the Wii really was a good console, especially when it comes to innovation. Coming in at number 2, we have the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 started off the 7th generation strong, with Xbox Live. Xbox Live got everything right about online gaming, except for the fact that you had to pay for it, but if you exclude that, it really did it right, and it was the first console to actually do it, literally perfectly. I mean, the 360, it did take a few models to get it right, but it was highly innovative with its Xbox Live, incredible graphics, more than tripling last generation's graphics. It had higher storage. Pretty much everything about the Xbox 360, especially the Xbox Live and the Xbox 360 controller, really made this console tons more innovative than the previous generation. Coming in at number 1, we have the Sega Dreamcast. Personally, my favorite Sega console. It's often forgotten, but it did have a lot of terrific features. One being a built-in dial-up modem. I don't have mine here. I got this console used at a flea market. Didn't come with one, but it was the first console to come with a dial-up modem for online play, right out of the box. Which was a really nice thing because this was the first console to actually use it right. It wasn't the first to connect to internet and have online, but it was the first that actually gave a crap and actually tried to evolve it, and it worked. It was really nice. It used GD-ROMs, which were better than CD-ROMs. They could hold more data, but were minuscule compared to the PlayStation 2's DVDs. But still, they were better, could hold more storage. The graphics compared to the N64, which was 64-bit, was amazing. This thing had a 32-bit processor. The hardware was far more advanced than the N64, which up until this was the most powerful console ever. Really nice console. I mean, the controller isn't super innovative, but the triggers certainly are. I mean, the triggers are the first actual modern triggers. The VMUs were really, really nice, serving as memory cards and a second screen to, show you your health bar, little things like that were really nice. But, when you take into account the controller, the modem, the higher, discs, the more powerful hardware, I honestly think the Sega Dreamcast does deserve the #1 spot on this list. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on this video and comment which console you think is the most innovative. Don't forget to subscribe for more video game related content. I am the one and only Eagle Double T signing off. Goodbye.